Good evening, everyone. Erev Tov. Thank you for coming out at short notice. This is what community means, and we deeply appreciate it. We're here for an Erev Chizuk Va'achdut, an evening of solidarity and giving each other strength. And yet, there is so much anguish. There's a sense of vulnerability. And there are big issues that we face, most significant amongst them being represented by our courageous visitors from Israel, Ayelet, Ofri, and David, whose family members were murdered or kidnapped. We want the three of you to know, and the whole delegation from Israel, here in this Bet Knesset, South Hampstead, a place of gathering and spirituality, that the London Jewish community supports you, shares your pain, and will actively work with you to bring them home. You know, when we talk at the same time, if everyone here was to start talking, it would be a balagan. But somehow, when we sing together, it creates unity. And that's why tonight, our main language will be music. These guys here, look at them. We recognize so many of these faces from all the smachot we have, professional musicians, amongst them Israelis. They're not here to perform. That they do for payment. Tonight, for no payment. They're here just to be with us and to connect us. So please, sing along as we journey through 4 stages of this event until approximately 9:15. The first stage is songs of unity. Where in the world can somebody call out, "Hey, achi," brother, sister, and everyone thinks that they're being called, that this person's talking to them? The answer to that question is here and in other Jewish communities around the world, where Acheinu Kol Beit Yisrael, as brothers and sisters, we stand united, determined, pleading that anyone who is suffering and in captivity is released, just as darkness transforms to light. In every generation, our enemies have tried to destroy us, but V'hisha Amda, we have stood united to say, no, we have faith. You cannot break us. Because after all, when we are together as a unit, as a single family, there is nothing more beautiful and powerful than Shevet Achim, Yam Yachad.
אחינו כל בית ישראל הנתונים בצרה ובשביה העומדים בין הים ובין ביבשה. Sing with us. אחינו כל בית ישראל אחינו כל בית ישראל הנתונים בצרה ובשביה העומדים בין בים ובין ביבשה. המקום ירחם ומשעבוד לגאולה השתה בגלה ובזמן קריב המקום ירחם עליהם ויוציאם מצרה לרווחה ומאפלה לאורה ומשעבוד לגאולה השתה בגלה ובזמן קריב המקום ירחם עליהם ויוציאם מצרה לרווחה ומאפלה לאורה ומשעבוד לגאולה השתה בגלה ובזמן קריב השתה בגלה ובזמן קריב הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד
Sing with us, ladies and gentlemen.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד הנה מה טוב שבת אחים גם יחד והיא שעמדה Sing this with us if you know the words והיא שעמדה לאבותינו והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו עמד עלינו לכלותנו והיא שעמדה לאבותינו והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו עמד עלינו לכלותנו והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מצילנו מידם והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מצילנו מידם לה 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 והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם. לה 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 ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם. לה 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 לה
From this place of unity, we want to give collective thanks rather than individual thanks to everyone who's been involved in making this evening happen. And to give special thanks to our partners, Shelanu, the Israeli community in London. We're so grateful that you live close by. Rabbi Ari, how you doing? Shalom Aleichem. That you and your Israeli community can call South Hampstead part of their home here. Bruchim habayim. Also so lovely to see Rabbi Yossi from Chabad of Camden Town and your friends. You come here so often. There's Achdut here. 3 groups have been involved in orchestrating the visit of Ofri, Ayelet, and David. Thank you to the Foreign Ministry, the Ministry of Diaspora, and our friends at Gesher, particularly Shira and Tali. Thank God, guys. Gesher is a bridge that connects South Hampstead to Israel on regular occasions. We've had so many joyous times together with the groups you bring from Israel, and Bezrat Hashem, please God, we'll get back to those very soon as possible. David, Ayelet, and Ofri, in the midst of your grief, you have been running around London, from meetings to rallies, interviews, and meeting all sorts of people, interacting with everyone to influence action. Having you here is sad. You're making it all the more real for us. It's a wake-up. It's difficult, but very impactful. And from all of us here, we wish you strength and thank you for your hope. It's now time to hear from you.
My name is Ofri Bibas Levi. I'm sister of Yarden Bibas. He's my younger and only brother. Yarden was kidnapped with his wife, Shiri. This is Yarden and Shiri. They were kidnapped from their home in Kibbutz Nir Oz, together with the 2 young children, the 2 ginger-headed children, Ariel Bibas, 4 years old, and Kfir Bibas, 9 months old baby. I was texting my brother that day. They were inside the safe room. They were scared. They were terrified. They were trying to keep the kids quiet. He sent me texts saying it feels like it's the end. It sends us that he loves us. 9:43 in Saturday, 17 days ago, he wrote to me that they were coming in, the terrorists, and he've never heard from them since. We know they've been taken from the Hamas video, and I know my brother was taken by a photo. He was taken hurt, bleeding from his head. Ever since we've been living in a nightmare, feeling helpless, uncertain. We don't know where they are. We don't know if they're dead or alive. We don't know if they're being taken care of. So that's why we came here to London. So there's all kind of news going on today, so it's a bit hard speaking. But I think tonight it's the best time to pray, because maybe some will get out. So thank you for hosting us, and thank you for your support. Thank you.
Hi. Thank you everyone for coming. My name is Ayelet Zvatitsky. I'm 46 years old. I'm married. I've got 3 teenagers at home. And on October 7th, I was on the phone with my mom and my brother. At the time they were being abducted. My husband woke up on Shabbat. And I heard him on the phone at 8 o'clock in the morning, which was really unusual. And he said something bad's happening down south. Call your mom. So I grabbed my phone and I opened it and I saw my WhatsApp group exploding with messages from my friends who live down south or have their parents and families down there. And I learned that there was a missile attack and a ground terrorists invasion. Terrorists were at my family's kibbutz. So I called mom and I said, go in the safe room, lock yourself in. Don't let anyone in, no matter what they say. Little did they know that there isn't a lock on the door, because no one anticipated this. So those rooms are designed to protect the families from rockets, but not from terrorists knocking on the door. My mom said her house wasn't locked. And the next thing I heard a man talking to her in, bless you. And the next thing I heard was a man speaking to my mother in English with an Arabic accent. You might have heard her speaking in English to me. My mom is South African born, and so we communicated in English. And so I hung up the phone and I called my brother who lives next door, 10 meters away from her, and I said, lock yourself in the safe room, don't let anyone in. And I didn't want to tell him what I've heard at Mom's, because I didn't want him to panic. So I just said, I don't know what's happening at Mom's. And the next thing I heard were the same men's voices. So I realized they got him too. So I hung up the phone and I got the word out to people in the community on their kibbutz, on Nirim, that the terrorists were in fact at my mother and my brother's, but no one could get to them because they were already engaged in battles on other neighborhoods. And I got 2 pictures sent from my mother's phone to my phone, showing my mother sitting in the living room in her nightwear, next to my brother who's on the sofa. He's dressed, he's barefoot, and underneath it said in English, Hamas. And then a 3rd picture was uploaded to my mother's Facebook story, which obviously she did not upload. She's 79, and she wouldn't know how. And that was the last I heard of them. I later learned that my best friend's father, a neighbor, was looking out the window and he saw them being taken out of the house alive, so that's the last we know. So as far as we are concerned, that's we have proof of life. We had to wait until the evening for the army to come in and go house to house and check for the residents, take out those who were still hiding into a safer location. When they got to my mom's house, they rang me and they told me my mom and my brother weren't there, and my older brother wasn't at his house either. They only found his phone, so we didn't know if he was hiding or taken or anything like that. And then the next morning, they rang me and they let me know that they went through the neighborhoods again at daylight and they found my brother and he was murdered. It's been 17 days. I haven't been able to bury him yet. He's one of those who haven't been identified. We're working really hard, but it's complicated. So I haven't been able to sit Shiva and to mourn him. And I'm scared that the moment I start mourning him, my world will fall to pieces as if it didn't already. And then I won't be as effective as I'm trying to be, because I'm on my life's mission to bring my mom and my brother back. Now they're talking about releasing foreign national hostages. I am a British citizen, so both my brothers and my mom is Israeli. She doesn't have a South African citizenship anymore, so now I'm facing with the knowledge that they might still be together, and my brother is her only source of comfort. And what if he's been taken out and she's left behind? So it's a difficult time, a difficult evening. But coming here and singing with you and praying with you and seeing all of you sit behind us and with us gives me the strength to go on. Your support, the rally yesterday, I called my husband and I told him it was one of the most amazing things I've experienced, seeing Israel flags. I could feel everyone's hug and I can feel your support. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for standing with us and standing behind us, because we can feel that support, and that is what's helping us move on as long as it takes until all the hostages are back. So thank you so, so very much.
Actually, this is the closest I've had to feeling at home, the home I grew up in, the Street Lane Gardens synagogue. And that's a good feeling. There are people here tonight who I didn't think I'd see again. I know there were people at the rally yesterday, so I'll try not to go through the same things. It's hard to go back. Somebody in the audience here knows that I've spent a lot of time doing research into my family. Literally before Sukkot, I found out that on October the 12th, 1941, in a place called Stanislavov, we had a branch of my father's family. On that night of Hoshana Rabbah, 10,000 minimum to 12,000 Jews were taken to the forests and murdered. Amongst those with a branch of my father's family. We never knew that. And here we are 82 years later, almost to the same day. And I thought the family will be wiped out. Never did I believe that in living in close proximity to my children could have such a danger, such a threat, such an experience as the nightmare that we're going through. It sounds absurd to say, but thank God we buried my sister-in-law. We simply went for a run. Seems she met the army of terrorists at the Erez crossing who had come in. And after 4 days, we finally had her body identified. As Ayelet said, it's not so many people, it's so hard to identify. She was shot in the back and shot in the head at Tvach Efes. I cannot explain what it is when your family is being attacked on 3 fronts. We haven't reached the age of 60, and my children are pleading with us as if we're old parents. Don't move, phoning, don't go out. And I'll tell you the truth. We couldn't even lock the door of our bomb-proof room because we've never had to close it before. We couldn't close the door. But then we didn't really know what was going on outside. Only when the shooting came closer and closer. And when the messages from the kibbutz came to tell us that our foreign workers, was politely written in Hebrew that they had been slaughtered, and that 4 of our 12-man defense team had been injured, but there was no way to get them to the hospital because the road outside was full of terrorists. Just imagine you're looking out of your window into your back garden and you see a guy walking around with an RPG. Because that's what it was. Amongst the injured was a son of a family young, originally from England. In fact, Kibbutz Alumim is built on 2 Garinim, Bnei Akiva Garinim, from the early days and from the 1980s. So that's the world we live in at the moment. It's a nightmare which we're not waking up from. Just happy we buried our close one, my sister-in-law. 2 people who were killed from the kibbutz. One was a soldier who at 7 a.m. was told something's happening, and he got out, went to Uqdat Aza, that's where the terrorists had taken control of, the main Gazan military post, Israeli military post. He never got there. And one of my son's best friends, Shachaf Bergstein, his teeth were buried last Motzei Shabbat. Because that's all that was left. My eldest son lives in Kibbutz Karmia. Yesterday I was polite and trying to be careful what I say, because the audience has more people in. He was given a phone call at 6 o'clock, at 6:30, 6:45 on Shabbat morning, and they said, Asaf, something's happening in the kibbutz, it's a yeshuv next door. Go and help. You see, you have to understand what was happening here. People or soldiers who were home for Simchat Torah came to help. Nobody asked them as well. Sometimes they heard something was happening, they just came. There was total chaos. Two brothers came to try to help Alumim. They knew in Beersheba things that we didn't know in Alumim. Two brothers who were shot dead at the gate, because they didn't realize that this was an army of terrorists and not 2 or 3 terrorists, as anybody would have imagined. Asaf's kibbutz, which is a secular kibbutz, had some social event of sleeping in tents that night. He slept at home with his little child. She's 3. He had a dilemma, stay or help the kibbutz. He put her in the bomb-proof room, locked her in, and went out to help, to get his wife out of the tent, to get his children out of the tent, to get everybody else out, to a safe place. And then he ran off to Netiv Asara. He reached the house where the family of 4 were killed. Saw the house where I have 2 pupils. I'm a teacher in the area. That's why I know too many people. And then he kept phoning us, I'm coming to Alumim. We have our defense. I said, Asaf, there's no reason to come. No, I'm coming. He got as far as Kfar Aza. There was no way he could get to Alumim. Alumim is between Kfar Aza and Be'eri, and I'm sure you've heard of Kfar Aza, Be'eri. Alumim is between them, together with Nachalos. And he ended up, politely, I'll use the word fighting in Kfar Aza. Son number 2 was called up. He lives in the north. And on Motzei Shabbat, he was in Kibbutz Be'eri. Be'eri is like the heaven of the area. And it now looks like hell. With all sympathies to hospitals in the Gazan area. Did anybody think what the mirpa'ah looks like on every kibbutz, where people run for safe haven? They don't exist anymore. They're destroyed. He helped Gal to release the hostages from the kibbutz Chadar Ochel. And I'll be quite honest with you, I don't know how my wife stayed sane, because I didn't stay sane. Pretended to be sane. Saf in Kfar Aza, Gal in Be'eri, Anachnu im Alumim, and Shiran, our daughter, with her 3 children, in Kibbutz Nirim, where Ayelet's family come from. I'll cut a long story short because we've heard everything. There are many questions and very many difficult questions, especially when you're dati. You see your life run before you and you feel that your loved ones you're never going to see again. And that feeling is something you just can't get out of your system. Those moments. And those moments when I finally managed to get out of the system, out of the area. We reached the gate of Alumim. We had to stay in the area to find out what was be with my wife's sister. Just bodies everywhere. Cars riddled with bullets, burnt. As I said before, it wasn't a car here and a body there and a car here. It was like a traffic jam. A sight that no one should ever see. And there was worse. As I said, my eldest son from Kfar Aza hasn't opened his mouth since what he's seen. And as I said yesterday, the most crazy situation, sitting in the house of my other sister-in-law in Nitzan, amongst a community who gave up their homes in the Gaza Strip for peace. We didn't ask for 20 years of rockets, and we didn't ask for this. There are no words to describe it. As a Dati person, I often look to the scriptures for my answers. And the amazing thing is that for 40 days we say Le David Hashem Ori. And on that day we stop saying it. So I looked at it once more. בקרוב עליי מרעים לאכול את בשרי. I'll look in the English translation for you. When evil men close in on me to devour my flesh, and all of you know that from Kibbutz Re'im is where one of the main attacks was on the party that was the peace party that was held that night. And I carry on looking. The last day of Sukkot, wasn't it? Our Sukkot are still standing there. Ki yitzpeneni b'sukkot b'yom ra'ah. You look at me. Sukkah on this bad day. And finally, towards the end of the same psalm, Ki kamu vi adei sheker vi peach Hamas. In English, do not abandon me to the will of my foes, for false witnesses have risen against me, breathing violence. Chaverim, it's not only us. And may I just correct one thing? We're not courageous people. We're just normal people wanting to live normal lives. Our war is your war. And the war that we're involved with, we made it quite clear today to the Parliament. It's a war against the West. And the quicker you wake up, the better. Thank you.
Do we say thank you? What words? Certainly admiration for being normal people who are showing courage in a very difficult time and demonstrating how we need to show the same. The end of Le David Hashem Ori, Psalm 27, we can only hope and pray, comes very soon. Kaveh el Adonai, chazak v'ya'ametz libecha, v'kaveh el Adonai. Hope in God, have strength of heart, and hope in God, hope in each other. We also hope that somehow this evening we will emerge at approximately 9:15, not feeling worse than we did when we came in. But actually, we need some time to grieve. And your words are enabling and empowering us to feel the grief that we need to at this time. This next section is called Songs of Grief. Guy, Halev Sheli.
I just want to, before, it's really hard to speak, let alone sing after hearing all this. If you don't mind, I just want to say a few words in Hebrew for the Israelis here. היו לנו כמה חודשים מאוד קשים בארץ של המון פילוג, לפני שהתופת הזאת קרתה עלינו בשבת שמחת תורה. וזה נורא שאנחנו צריכים שיהיה דבר כזה שזה יגרום לאיחוד בעם שלנו בארץ. אבל זה גרם לאיחוד בעם, ואנחנו כולנו ראינו את האיחוד הזה. ואני רק רוצה שתדעו שבתור ישראלי שחי פה, יש פה איחוד מדהים גם של כל הקהילה היהודית. ואני גם רואה מה קורה ברשתות של כל הקהילות היהודיות בעולם, וזה פשוט מדהים. אז אני יודע שזה בטח לא מנחם וזה לא מחפה על שום דבר, אבל אולי זה יכול טיפה לנחם באיזשהו מובן, שכל הקהילות היהודיות בעולם, כולם ביחד היום, מתאחדים ויש סולידריות אדירה לישראל. I'm going to sing you now a song called Halev Sheli, Yishai Ribo. I think everyone is feeling now that their heart is broken. And this song represents it. הלב שלי נקרא לשניים, מה שלא ראתה שפחה למים, כמו סופה מן הים עולה, כמו תופעה של מרים טוען, ואין תרופה בעולם. הלב שלי מרים ידיים, כבר מועד לא עומד על הרגליים, שבר כלי שאין בו כבר מה, והשמיים הם בלי חומה, וכאב אור בתוך הים ביבשה. ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחול, לזכך את החול, לרכך בי הכל. ורק אתה מבין איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי, מרפא את הלב. הלב שלי נקרא לשניים, חציו השם וחציו לשם שמיים, כמו סופה מן הים עולה, כמו תופעה של מרים טוען, ואין תרופה בעולם להם. ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחול, לזכך את החול, לרכך בי הכל. רק אתה מבין איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי, מרפא את הלב. ורק אתה יכול להפוך מספדי למחול, לזכך את החול, לרכך בי הכל. ורק אתה מבין איך לגשת ללב שלי, משכך כל כאב שבי,
מרפא את הלב. הלב שלי נקרא לשניים, מה שלא ראתה שפחה למים, כמו סופה מן הים עולה, כמו תופעה שמרים פועל, אין תרופה בעולם.
כשהלב בוכה, when the heart cries, only God hears. A man falls down before he sinks. He cuts the silence with a small prayer. Shema Yisrael, my God, you are the mighty one. כשהלב בוכה, רק אלוקים שומע, הכאב עולה מתוך הנשמה, אדם נופל לפני שהוא שוקע, בתפילה קטנה חותך את הדממה. שמע ישראל אלוקיי, אתה הכל יכול, נתת לי את חיי, נתת לי הכל. בעיניי דמעה, הלב בוכה בשקט, וכשהלב שותק, הנשמה זועקת. שמע ישראל אלוקיי, עכשיו אני לבד, חזק אותי אלוהי, זה שלא אבחר. הכאב גדול ואין לאן לברוח, אז זה שיגמר, כי לא נותר בי כוח. כשהלב בוכה, הזמן עומד מלכת, האדם רואה את כל חייו פתאום, אל הלא נודע הוא לא רוצה ללכת, לאלוקיו קורא על סף תהום. שמע ישראל אלוקיי, אתה הכל יכול, נתת לי את חיי, נתת לי הכל. בעיניי דמעה, הלב בוכה בשקט, וכשהלב שותק, הנשמה זועקת. שמע ישראל אלוקיי, עכשיו אני לבד, חוזק אותי אלוהי, עושה שלא אבחר. הכאב גדול ואין לאן לברוח, עושה שיגמר, כי לא נותר בי כוח.
An aspect of grief is faith. For some more than others, but it's not absent. It's always a dilemma, a debate in one's mind. Either it's there or it's not. How do we feel about it? Many people in our community were together several years ago in Krakow on a Saturday night during the Adults Poland trip, where we will be with several of our youth and tribe, Anna and Joel and others, this coming Motzei Shabbat Saturday night during their half-term. On that occasion, we stood with Leslie Kleiman of blessed memory, a legendary Holocaust survivor, and just as we lit the Havdalah candle, he said, wait. I want to tell you all something. Before we sing Havdalah, we have to sing the song Tov Lehodot LaHashem, to give praise and thanks to God. And then he interpreted the words of the chorus. Lahagid baboker chastecha. He said, baboker, in the daylight of our lives, when things seem so good, then we can talk about chastecha, God's goodness, God's kindness, the chesed. But the next words follow. Ve'emunatcha b'leilot. When it's nighttime, when it's dark out there, then we need emunah, which is why we called our daughter Rachel emunah. It's about faith. It's about believing in each other. It's about believing in community. It's about believing in something beyond us. And when it's dark, that's when we need faith. Tov lehodot LaHashem. Hopefully it will be bright very soon again, and we'll be able to sing the praises. But for now, let's try and dig deep and find that faith. We're going to sing this one together.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 טוב להודות להשם, טוב להודות להשם, ולזמר לשמך העליון. טוב טוב להודות להשם, טוב להודות להשם, טוב להודות להשם, ולזמר לשמך העליון. טוב טוב להודות להשם, היי להגיד בבוקר חסדך, לא להגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, באמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות להשם, בבוקר חסדך, ולהגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, באמונתך בלילות. טוב להודות להשם, טוב להודות להשם, טוב להודות להשם, ולזמר לשמך עליון. טוב להודות להשם, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ולהגיד בבוקר חסדך, באמונתך בלילות, באמונתך בלילות.
טוב טוב להודות להשם.
While we've been singing, there's actually some news that's just come through that the Red Cross have confirmed that 2 more hostages have been released.
Let's keep singing.
Let's keep singing and keep praying. Ellie said in the beginning that this evening is an evening of chizuk v'achdut, strengthening each other and coming together. And this next piece, I think, does exactly that. It's a unique collaboration. It's an original composition written for Israel over the last few weeks by a member of our community, pianist Brian Edry. And I think Debbie and Daniel are here this evening. And the lyrics have been written by Israeli Avivit Kaspet. And it's called Be'emtza Halev Sheli, in the middle of my heart. It describes how, at its time of great darkness, the divisions in society have been peeled away and become one shining star. From Gvul Lebanon to Gvul Aza, from north to the south, from the Chazit to the Oref, from the front line, the home front, Israelis, diaspora Jews, Anachnu Am Echad, Belev Echad. We are one people with one heart. Let's all stand together. באמצע הלב שלי.
ארץ באמצע הלב שלי, ככה בין הים והמדבר, פרח מדמם שלי, השחר יעלה מן ההר. פושטת מאלייך את הימין ואת השמאל, ידיים מתהדקות באהבה, ואת כמו כוכב זוהר מאיר לאור היום, כוכב אחד מאיר באהבה. דווקא עכשיו כשאת ככה בחסות החשיכה, הלב שלך פועם הוא וזורח אהבה. פושטת מאלייך את הימין ואת השמאל, ידיים מתהדקות באהבה, ואת כמו כוכב זוהר מאיר לאור היום, כוכב אחד מאיר באהבה, כוכב אחד מאיר באהבה.
פושטת מעלייך את הימים ואת השמאל, ידיים מתהדקות באהבה, ואת כמו כוכב זוהר מאיר לאור היום, כוכב אחד מאיר באהבה, כוכב אחד מאיר באהבה.
The penultimate section is now prayer, tefillah. And we'll start with the prayer that's been recited around the world. Psalm 121. Esa'inai el harim. Me'ayin yavo ezri. I lift my eyes to the hills. From where will my help come? That is what we think for you, for Israel, for Jewish communities everywhere. But we're in it together, and we'll never give up.
שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי, עזרי מעם עושה שמיים וארץ, אל יתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך, הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל, השם שומרך, השם צילך, על יד ימינך, יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה, השם ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך, השם ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם. שיר למעלות, אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי, עזרי מעם עושה שמיים וארץ, אל יתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך, הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל, השם שומרך, השם צילך, על יד ימינך, יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה, השם ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך, השם ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם, מעתה ועד עולם.
אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי, עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמיים וארץ. אל ייתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך, הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. אדוני שומרך, אדוני צילך, על יד ימינך, יומם השמש לא יככה, וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמרך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור את צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם.
Nachnisei Rachamim is a song from the High Holy Day season, a melody which prays for the gates of mercy to be open. We take ourselves back to that place, to that kind of spirit. It seems, on the one hand, just a few weeks ago, but a whole world away.
מכניסי רחמים, הכניסו רחמנו, לפני בעל הרחמים. מכניסי תפילה, השמיעו תפילתנו, לפני שומע תפילה. משמיעי צעקה,
משמיעי צעקה,
השמיעו צעקתנו, לפני שומע צעקה, מכניסי דמעה, הכניסו דמעותינו, לפני מלך מתרצה בדמו. היה השתנו בהר בתחינו, יוי בהר בתחינו ובקושו, לפני מלך קרוב וניסו, מלך קרוב וניסו. השתנו בהר בתחינו, אוי בהר בתחינו ובקושו,
Rabbi Sachs used to say that when he would go to Israel, all the Israelis he would meet, from the most religious to the most secular, he felt an incredible passion and adherence to the biblical injunction of ubachaltem b'chayim, and choose life. I think that's what we've seen, David, Ayelet and Ofri, mitoch ha'ke'ev, with all the pain, you've come here to London to pursue life, to make change, and really thank you so much for being with us here this evening. And that's what Israel's doing right now. It's pursuing life. And we are just absolutely in awe of all our soldiers, Chayalei Tzahal. And I know that many of us have loved ones on the front lines that we're thinking of specifically. For us, it's our amazing, courageous nieces and nephews. But for those that we know and we hold so dear, and for those that we don't, we want to say thank you. We salute you. We admire you. We pray for your safety. Hashem emachem, giborei chayil. Thank you. Misha Barach. May they be blessed. Please stand.
Misha Barach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzchak Yaakov Hu yevarech et chayalei tzva hagana leYisrael העומדים על משמר ארצנו והורי אלוהינו מגבול הלבנון ויד מדבר מצרים ומן הים הגדול עד לבוא הערבה ביבשה יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל הוא יברך את חיילי צבא הגנה לישראל הוא יברך
Please sit. That tune to the Misha Barach was the tune that was written a year after the hostages were freed successfully from Ein Tebi. And it evokes that fervour and that prayer that, please God, they will come safely home. We're about to go on to our final section of this evening, which is about life, light, and hope. But just before that, we have a Benot Sharut announcement.
Hi everyone. When the ceremony is over, whoever would like to stay, we'd be singing a few more minutes, kind of like a kumzitz. Whoever would like to say, thank you.
כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. Please sing with us. Very narrow bridge. The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge. A very narrow bridge. A very narrow bridge. The whole wide world is a very narrow bridge. A very narrow bridge. אנחנו מאמינים בני מאמין, ויהיה לנו על מי להישאר, אלא אבינו של השמיים. אנחנו מאמינים בני מאמינים, ויהיה לנו על מי להישאר, אבינו שבשמיים, ישראל ישראל בטח בשם, עזרם ומגינם הוא. 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 אנחנו מאמינים ומאמינים, ואין לנו על מי להישען, אלא על אבינו, אבינו שבשמיים. אנחנו מאמינים ומאמינים, ואין לנו על מי להישען, אלא על אבינו, אבינו שבשמיים. אנחנו מאמינים מאמינים, ואין לנו על מי להישען, אלא על אבינו, אבינו שבשמיים. אנחנו מאמינים ומאמינים, ואין לנו על מי להישען, אלא על אבינו, אבינו שבשמיים. אם לא אעלה, אם לא אעלה את ירושלים על ראש שמחתי, על ראש שמחתי. ירושלים. Sing with us. תשכח ימיני, תדבק לשוני, הולך איתי, אם לא אזכרכי. אם אשכחך ירושלים, תשכח ימיני, או תדבק לשוני, הולך איתי, אם לא אזכרכי. אם לא
Please remain standing as we're going to close with Hatikva and Am Yisrael Chai. But before doing so, a message that I've just received. Ofri's sister-in-law, as we heard, who's in Gaza now with Ofri's brother and their children. Her sister-in-law's parents were identified. Their bodies were found and identified, and they were buried today. But no one has said Kaddish for them. We're going to say Kaddish now, and we invite anyone who is able to say Kaddish to join this Communal Kaddish from London. As it says on the wall, Kulanu Am Echad Belev Echad. We are one people. Rabbi Shlomo will lead Kaddish. Please, anyone who wants, men and women, join in.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד יברח חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי די כל בית ישראל, בעגלה וזמן קריב ואמרו אמן, יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקדושה בריך הוא, לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
הלכות ימים, שנים טובות, בעזרת השם. שמחות, נחמה, ישועה, לכל עם ישראל. עוד לא אהבת תקוותנו. We haven't lost our hope. We will never lose our hope. Let's sing our national anthem together with Am Yisrael Chai. And as the Benot Sharut said, anyone who wants to stay behind after the formal ceremony is over, please do so. These guys are going to stick around for a few more minutes. Thank you. Thank you.
כל בלבב פנימה, נפש יהודי הומייה, ופתי מזרח קדימה, עין בציון סופיה. עוד לא עבדה תקוותנו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים. עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל חי, עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל 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 חי. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו חי, עוד אבינו חי. עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו, עוד אבינו חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל, עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל, עם ישראל,